Do you dread work on Mondays? Well, here's how I reset myself and prepare myself for the coming week in one single day. While Mondays can be draining, this channel certainly is not. Welcome to the Thrive with Grace channel. My name is Kat and I am the host. I'm so grateful to have you here with me today. It's such an honor. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe because we post episodes weekly and we'd love to have you tune in with us for more information and tips to thrive within your grace and to love yourself all the more. Now, even though I am a business owner, trust me, I have worked a 9-to-5 and I understand what it means to dread Mondays. Do you feel like the weekend is never long enough? Listen, I'm here to tell you, I'm right there with you. You're preaching to the choir, but here's some things that I did so that I would be prepared for the week coming up. Because before I did that, number one, I dreaded Mondays, but I also felt like the week was already started without me. I felt like I didn't even have like a jump ahead or a leg to stand on because I was already worried about what was going to be happening the week to come and it hadn't already gotten here yet. So here's what I did. Now, I am a woman of faith. I say that loud and proud. So I do attend church on Sundays. There are some Sundays where I don't get to go physically in church, but I do make sure without a doubt every Sunday I am giving God my time. What does that mean for me? I pray, I meditate, and I read my scripture. And I also tune in to morning worship on Sundays when I can't make it in personally myself. So that's what I do, and I encourage you to do that. Giving him 15 to 20 minutes on every Sunday will allow you to center yourself. You will strengthen your relationship with God, and trust me, it's the best way to start the day. The next thing I like to do, which my daughters don't really enjoy doing, I clean my house. I love starting my weeks out strong and I love starting it with a clean house. We dust, we sweep, we mop, we clean the bathrooms. I change my sheets. Side note and a tip, please wash your sheets every week. I promise you will sleep better. And if you're like me and you love wearing makeup, sweetheart, clean your makeup brushes too while you're at it. But long story short, everything in the house gets reset. My little dog, Nana, she gets a bath on Sundays as well. And I just love it because the house smells so much better. I'm using Febreze, Tide, bleach. Depends on how you grew up. But honey, Pine Sol, all the things. I love cleaning on Sundays, and I like to do that before I even decide like what I'm gonna make for Sunday dinner. I don't know what it is, but a clean house just gets me right. The next thing that I like to do, I have a planner and a journal, and I like to write out as much as I can for the week. I like to plan my weeks ahead of time. So on Sundays, I tend to sit down and I write out my days. I have 2 daughters and I like to write out their curriculum as well. So that way I know whether they're going to camp, if they're going to see their dad, if they're going to my mother's house or their other grandmother's house. I like to write that out. If I have a hair appointment, meetings, anything like that, I write it out for that week so that way I'm prepared. And I wrote and I talked about in another YouTube video that I like to time block. So listen, if I'm about to go out with my girls or my friends, I time that in there as well and I plug that into my planner because I like to be organized. I do not like to be disorganized. And yeah, I may be a little antsy when it comes to that, but for me, organization is the key. So I want to encourage you to, if you do not, go ahead and get you a planner. And if you love to journal, I want to let you know that I do have a journal for sale in my stand store. It is a digital journal. It speaks on the livelihood and the daily affirmations that you can incorporate into your life for yourself. So if you want to support me, please go to my stand store and purchase my journal. Thanks. I want to throw this little tip in there. Meal prepping, a lot of people love meal prepping. Sweetheart, I am not there. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like to meal prep. What I do, though, I like to use AI, and I do plan my meals out for the week. So while I may not be at the point where I'm cooking out everything for the week, I do plan my meals out for the week so that way I know what I'm going to cook for myself and I know what I'm going to cook for my kids. As a work from home, like business owner primarily, I need to know what I'm going to eat for the week. And I tell you what, I love using AI because it keeps me in with my meal plan and my calorie intake and my regimen and everything like that. I just ask it to plan out my meals for the week. I'll ask it for like 7 days for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between. And I also ask it for my children as well. That way I can go grocery shopping. And that's my next tip. I go grocery shopping every week for myself and my children. That way I'm prepared and I already have their snacks. I already have my snacks. I'm not scrummaging around in the morning and wondering what I'm going to eat and what I'm going to feed my kids. I know that I'm prepared and everything is already in the refrigerator. Everything is already in the pantry. Now, by this point, it's getting close to like the end of the day. So you know what that means for me. If you've been watching my channel, you know I believe in that self-care, okay? I'm not one to do my nails at home. I don't do my own hair. I budget for this to get done now. So don't be judging me over there, okay? Love you. But don't be judging me. But self-care, I like to take baths. I like to give myself facials. I like to just prep myself for the week. I like to, what do I like to do? TV, stuff like that. Just self-care things where I reset. I also like to spend time with my babies. So we may go and get some ice cream. We may go to the park. I just like family time on Sundays, and it keeps me grounded and it reminds me why I'm working so hard for the week to come. My kids, I like to incorporate into my life to make sure that it keeps me settled and I know why I'm doing it. I think it's very important that we remember why we are working so hard and what we are working towards. So it may be your children that are motivating you, but sweetheart, whatever it is, I think you need to always keep in touch with it. If not daily, then at least weekly. I also like to have family dinners. I know that's old-fashioned. My kids are not to the point where they have cell phones yet. They do have iPads, but I try to make sure that we have family dinner time. I don't just do it on Sundays though. I do it throughout the week whenever we can. I know some parents, I've heard they ask their kids to put their cell phones away just to have conversations. We like to have what I call dinner and a movie or dinner and a game. So we'll eat and we'll watch a movie, or we'll eat and we play a game. We'll eat and just be discussing what's going on, how they're feeling and stuff like that. And like I said, it keeps me grounded because I'm in tune with the people that I care most about. I love it. I want to remind you that this session right here that we just had, this episode, is not just about like doing more. It's about doing what matters. And I am a firm believer that if you're prepared for the week, you'll have a better week because you're not going to be scrambling and wondering what you're going to feed your kids, what you're going to wear, where you're going, what you're going to be doing, what appointments do you have. No, you are going to be prepared, and you started your day giving honor and praise to the Most High, and He is going to bless your week. You trust and believe me when I tell you. So I hope this episode was a blessing to you like it has been to me. Again, I want to remind you to make sure you hit subscribe and like for more videos like this one. Go ahead down in the comments and let me know what tip you like the most and what you're going to be incorporating into your week. Have a great one. Love you.